What's up, Dr. Kim here. Today we're talking about how to stop arguing with someone. As a psychologist, I sometimes need to build rapport within 30 seconds, especially if I'm dealing with someone paranoid or unstable mood-wise. So here's what you want to do. Make sure your tone is not condescending. Listen to them more than you speak. Try to keep the volume of your voice as low as possible. That way they feel that you're not a threat. If they start getting heated, remind them in a calm manner that you just want to have a conversation with them and that you do want to understand where they're coming from. If they say something insulting, try as hard as possible not to be reactive. Make sure you're coming across as mature and as centered as possible. If you find yourself getting heated, check yourself mentally and keep it calmer. Remember, we're speaking from love. We want to get to know their point of view. I'm telling you, there are so many agitated and paranoid people that I deal with, but underneath all of that, it's feelings of being misunderstood, and they feel like it's them against the world. So many people want to be understood, and yes, you probably have a valid point that you want to get across that maybe you're frustrated that you can't get across. But remember, before they can hear you out, they need to feel like they're understood and they're heard. So they might sound like a broken record, but make sure you're hearing them out fully, and that way you win, because ultimately we want to be able to influence them by that end of the conversation with your points and what you want to get across. So keep your volume down, make them feel heard, check yourself if you get heated or reactive, and be as mature and centered as possible. Let them continue speaking their points until you can tell that they feel understood, and then warmly get your points across at the end. This may take some time to habituate to, especially if you've had a long dynamic, but with consistency, maturity, and coming from a place of love, you should ultimately be able to get them to understand you. You can stop arguing if you apply these techniques, and if this person continues to argue, let me tell you something, that means that they just want to.